This match is between Ron Casanzio and Bruce Nagle. It's going to be a race to 9, of course. That's the format up until the finals in this tournament, and then it's an extended race to 13, one race. We want to welcome you back to the Turning Stone Casino and Resort. I'm Upstate Al of AZB TV, and we're gonna have a guest commentator sit in, and I'll introduce you to him. But first, we have a lot of people to thank. Definitely Molinari on board with AZB TV all the time. Thank you to Ira Lee and Eric Kwong. Notice the colors of the Molinari glove right now. I mean, the navy blue and the yellows and the reds, the orange, all different kind of colors. To match whatever you're wearing, it's MolinariGlove.com because the glove fits. Not only gloves, they got Predator extensions now. They got the newest extension out, by the way. Make sure to check them out at MolinariGlove.com. Pay attention to this one right here because Mike Burton, also known as MBQs, is here at the Turning Stone. He has a booth up at the front. You name it in Josh Q's. If he doesn't have it here at the booth and there's a certain Josh Q that you would like to order, he would get it for you in a heartbeat. He's an authorized dealer. Check him out at Mike. I send him an email at mike@mbqs.com. Or call him right up that number, 443-309-3495. That's MBQs. That's Mike Burton himself. He's here, folks. Come and pay him a visit at the Turning Stone. Look at the screen, left-hand bottom corner. It's Baltimore City Q's. They're here. They have a booth. These guys do anything. You name it. If you got a big event coming up, they bring anything to your event, anything from tips to tables. It's Baltimore City Q's. Notice the picture in the background. That's right, the Irish Invader. They are the sponsors for Karen Core, who is playing in the Turning Stone event right now. Check them out. These guys support pool in every which way but loose. It's BaltimoreCityQs.com, guys. Please check these guys out because without these guys, this wouldn't be possible at all. Thank you. That's right. Look at the line, my friend. All right, a new sponsor on board. We're going to see this gentleman down at Steinway Billiards when we get down there next week. It's Alex Austin, Fine Billiard Products. Okay, it's www.alexaustinusa.com, or you can call him at that phone number. It's 401-421-7558. It is the revolution. That's their motto. Notice the logo, AA. I used to use that handle on the CB called AA. And that's just ironic. This company is now on board with AZB TV. DLBilliards.com also. Check them out. They got their distributors. Go over there, pay them a visit, DLBilliards.com, or simply get in touch with Alex at alexaustinusa.com. Thank you, Alex, and we'll be talking to you down the line, my friend. Systems.com. Numerous times you heard me mention this light, and I know so many people that bought it. Guess what? Mr. Fong, the innovator that makes this light, is going to be here. His wife, Julie, I don't know if you know, sorry, not Julie. I'm always thinking about Julie Ha. Jali, his wife Jali, is playing in the event. So Fong will be here. He's going to have a booth here at the Turning Stone. Get inquisitive. I know a lot of people ask questions about it. I'm telling you, it's 10 times the illumination, 10 times lighter in weight, 10 times cheaper to run. Billiard rooms are installing these lights. It's all LED lighting. Check them out. It's light-systems.com, or stop by the Turning Stone, and right up in the front you have the booths. There, your vendors are right up in the front. Thanks, everybody. Support these guys. I'll tell you what, you know they've been on premises and supporting the AZB TV and supporting the free live streams. Light-systems.com. Mark Dion, baby. This is MD Promotions. It's the New England 9-Ball Series Winter Classic. It's January 28th through the 29th, 2017. It's going to be held at Snookers. That's right, it's Snookers in Providence, Rhode Island on Ashburton Street. We call it the home away from home. We're going to be there to bring you the free live stream. Make sure to get in touch with Mark Dion right away. Get your entry fee in. I understand it's filling up. It's coming up right after the Whirlpool Series after Darren Appleton. We're heading to Providence, Rhode Island, January 28th through the 29th. Get in touch with Mark Dion. Thank Molinari, Delta 13, and the rest of the crew. We'll be there. Guess what, folks? We'd like to say with great pride, Chalky Sticks is back. That's right. They're on board. They're a sponsor. A lot of you guys last year when Chalky Sticks was with us really helped out Chalky Sticks a lot. You know what? It's a free app. So it's like touche, baby. You can't go wrong with this. It's Chalky Sticks. It's an app for Apple and Android. You can find pool tables all around the world, connect with players in your area, view listings of upcoming tournaments, watch all types of billiard matches. Well, what do you mean by that, Al? Well, there's a diagramming tool called Pad, which was used for the World Series, the World Pool Series. There's also a TV channel. It's like nonstop for billiards. There's a tournament manager so you can host your own events and manage the brackets. How do you go wrong with this? Get over to Chalky Sticks. That's right. It's chalkysticks.com. They got a new player they're also sponsoring. Their very first player is Del Sims. He'll be participating right here at the Turning Stone Classic XXVII. It's Chalky Sticks. Get over there, guys. Support the sponsors that are bringing the life. Or not, but Greg Antonakis got magic happening. The FedEx truck just came around the corner. He's got some new Coca-Cola. He's got some new Southwest. Make sure you check him out. It's American Cue Pickers. Get your Southwest from the best. Contact Greg Antonakis at ga9ball@gmail.com. Some of those sticks that might be on this poster that we made might not be available. They go quick. All right, guys. Thanks. Hey, guys, I don't know whether you know it or not, but Greg Antonakis got magic happening. By billiards. You go to azbilliards.com. There's a tab on the top that says Buzz. You click that and you could read stories and results from tournaments around the world written by the Jerry Forsythe, other writers. Interesting. Crystal clear. Billiards Buzz. Check them out. azbilliards.com. Folks, we also want to thank the Kings of Vapor and also the Kings of Billiards in Akron, Ohio, along with many other sponsors that are on board with the Turning Stone Classic XXVII. We're going to be joined in the booth very shortly by, like I said, a guest commentator, and we'll announce him just in a few minutes as Mike Zuglin's about to make his announcements for the 10 o'clock round set to play. We also want to make sure that we do thank, of course, BilliardsPress.com, Dan Heydrich of Heydrich Custom Cues, of course, Josh Cues, PoolOnTheNet.com, and Aramis Balls, and Simona's Cloth, and, of course, AZBilliards.com. On your screen, right in front of you right there, is Mr. Robert Ferry as he's busy with his social media. He's going to be sitting in the booth with Upstate Al and calling this match as we see it. He's playing and participating in this event, and he's known all over the country, maybe the world. He's a good player, and we're honored to have him on board with us. Bruce Nagle is up at the table right now just practicing. He's going to be playing Ron Casanzio. They both know each other.
10 o'clock round, with the exception of tables number 6 and 10. You can head over to your tables immediately, please.
And since Mike Zuglin is about to make another announcement, we're going to just give you a little more info about the World Pool Series. AZB TV will be there. World Pool Series. Here it is. This is the biggest thing going around, folks. There's, right now, I believe, players from 30 different countries are merging to Steinway Billiards. We're going to be bringing you the pay-per-view event. It's January 14th through the 17th. You can purchase your pay-per-view simply by going over to www.worldpoolseries.com. Mr. Darren Appleton, Manny out of Steinway, Molinari, all the sponsors that are on board, we can't thank you enough. This is a tremendous tournament. There's not going to be a stone unturned. Darren is on top of things like one of those cooks, like a cooking show where he, nope, that's not right, change it. You know, he wants it perfect. go over to whirlpoolseries.com. Check out the website. Purchase your pay-per-view. Not only you can purchase a pay-per-view for the tournament coming up January 14th through the 17th, you can purchase a seasonal pass, which includes all the tournaments that we are going to be doing pay-per-views for. You will be paid already, and it's like $100 and something, $110 for like all the tournaments. Every single one of the tournaments, you're a seasonal pass owner. Please go over there, support Darren Appleton. The payouts are tremendous. It's Steinway Billiards. AZB TV will be there. Whirlpool Series. Here it is. This is the, all right. I'll tell you what, Rob Furry's sitting on board. Rob just acknowledged that he knows Bruce Nagle's game. I happen to know Ron Casanzio's game. You know, Ron, to me, with a hat on, walking, you know, put some fishing lures in the hat and walk into a place and he can ice the joint.
Yes, he can.
He should be called a giant killer #2 besides Jeremy Sosi.
Yes, he should.
Now, Bruce Nagle, on the other hand, I've never seen him play. How is his game, Rob?
He plays pretty strong.
Yeah?
He's a pretty consistent player.
Lined up with 64 players with a win, 64 players with a loss.
Yeah, you definitely can't, you know, get loose with him. You got to play tight.
Well, I'll tell you one thing about Ronnie. He's not going to get loose with nobody. I remember the first time he played Johnny Archer and gave Johnny Archer a hard time. He might even beat Johnny Archer in that Turning Stone Classic that he played him in. And the buzz around the room after that, Johnny was like, man, who's this guy? Who's that guy? It was like, well, introduce you to Ron Casanzio. He's been around a while, too.
Yes, he has.
He loves the game of one pocket.
Absolutely. Tell you what, beating Johnny Archer, I mean, that's a great defeat right there.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
It's not easy to do.
I think that's the tournament that Jeremy Sosi actually came in second. Johnny beat him in the finals. And Johnny won it for the 6th time.
Johnny's also a great guy.
Oh,
Probably one of the
yeah.
funniest guys I ever met.
He is. You know, I was doing a match out in Ohio one time, or a live stream, I forget. You know, Johnny Archer's texting me all this information, and he's making fun of me, and you know, he's just a riot. Well, now I'm going to call him the bartender, because I heard he was bartender in that Marietta Billiards, his pool room down here in Georgia. So when I seen him, I said, "You're no more as the Scorpion. You are Johnny Archer, the bartender." He left.
His opponent from Laurel, Delaware, is his first time here at Turning Stone. In 2003, he was the Maryland State 8-ball champ. 2007, the Maryland State 9-ball champ. In 2011, the Maryland State 10-ball champ. He finished second in the Expo.
My Kamui, sponsor from Kamui is telling me I'm talking too soft.
Oh, this is directional mic. You got to put it right there. There we go. This
right
way we
there
don't
and
have to
there.
yell when the players are right in front of us. There. Hey, we can hear you.
Take this time to get a Kamui plug. Got to go to KamuiTips.com. Get all your products. Hopefully John heard that loud and clear.
He did. I know John real well.
Yeah, John Bertone, man, he's a great guy. He does a lot for us.
His opponent, another one of our regular players who I'm sure would like to get to play more than he has been lately, because he's got his own business as well, from Lakeville, Massachusetts. He has a lot of high finishes on our tour. Bill Cody. Good luck. Table number 5 from Long Island City, New York. He had a second place finish here at Turning Stone a few years back. He's a winner on our tour multiple times as well. He's sponsored by Steinway Billiards in New York, and Molinary Q's, Zion's V, right there. His opponent, this is only his second time here at Turning Stone. Came up here with his wife, who's also playing in the tournament. We got father, son, husband, wife, we got them all. You still sponsored by those? Sponsored and Lights Out, sponsored by Lights Out Apparel, GM Service.
You know, speaking of buzz, Al, there's definitely a nice buzz in the room.
Yeah.
A lot of good players, you know.
Yeah. You know, in the beginning of the tournament, we all know the cream of the crop rises to the top, and it just gets more exciting and more exciting. So if you got cramps in your stomach now from watching the action, you're really going to have cramps all over your body by the time we get to the semifinals and the finals of this event. It's so exciting. Every year I come here, it's just more exciting. More players are coming out too because of the Mosconi point ranking.
Yeah.
So this is a Mosconi point ranked tournament, and this is really one of the first tournaments for Mosconi points. So, you know, of the year.
For the year, yeah.
Yeah, so everybody's here. Well, not everybody's here, but a lot of players showed up.
He's a multiple New York City Open 9-ball champ, 2015 New Jersey State 10-ball champ, sponsored by Molinari Cues, Artitude Tattoos. He's the house pro at Amsterdam Billiards.
Sean Morgan.
Great player.
Alaska.
Yep. He's a good friend of mine.
Good guy. You know, you sort of hang out with the good people. That's what makes you good like that.
I try.
Yeah, you're good that way.
I take beatings. I go to Amsterdam. I drive all the way from Philly to Amsterdam
Do you really?
just to get, you know.
That's dedication.
Yep. Because Hunter Lombardo is one of my coaches.
Oh, yeah.
So I go down there. I play with Sean and him, Hunter Lombardo, Thorsten. You know, all great guys.
These are two of our guys that play in our tournaments on a regular basis.
Actually, Sean's playing Sean, my other buddy.
Sean Wilkie?
Yeah.
New York is a multiple winner on our tour. He's been a top player in this part of the country forever. Ron Casanzio.
And just in case you guys are wondering or you want to know the scores of different matches that are going on in each round that that Mike Zuglin announces, you can go to azbilliards.com. Right on the front page, you'll see Turning Stone Live. Click it, and you got the brackets. You got the live scoring updated by Mr. Mike Howerton of AZ Billiards and his partner Jerry Forsythe, who's home working diligently behind the scenes and in cahoots with Mike to keep everybody up to date with what's going on here at the Turning Stone. We want to thank both of them in AZ Billiards. So it's very simple to go over there and look at the brackets and watch the live scoring, courtesy of azbilliards.com. Thank you, guys. Also, we want to thank Simonis Cloth. The best cloth in the world to play on is Simonis. I don't care what you say. Simonis and Aramis balls are the way to roll. Just want to make sure we acknowledge those guys because, you know, everybody says, well, Simonis is a sponsor. 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 And, you know, maybe they don't want the recognition as much as we might think and just take them for granted. I don't. I think they're every sponsor, whether you're a small sponsor or a very big sponsor, you should be acknowledged. And we want to thank everybody.
You know, not saying that other cloths are less or whatever, but I prefer Simonis, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's Hunter.
He's from right around my way, Alta, New York.
Well, Ronnie seems to have a little bit of a racking issue like Jeremy did, making sure that the one ball is frozen to the rack. One of Mike Zuglin's pet peeves is, you know, really don't check the rack and, you know, everybody work on the honest system and let's rack them up and let's get it ready to go. You can see Sean having a little bit of an issue behind the table here on the next table over also.
Yeah.
And here we go, Bruce Nagle. I never seen him play. This is the first time that I've seen him on the live stream. And if you were on the live stream before, Bruce, if you're listening into the recording, I apologize because sometimes I forget my middle name. To the break. Watch the one ball start with the pass towards the right-hand side pocket and the 6 ball towards the bottom left-hand corner. Wow, the one was going too.
Look at that.
2 ball in the drink. The 1-7 might look like they're on, but with the 5 ball that large right there, it makes that shot pretty difficult unless it's wired.
He's the one that does our website. He does other websites as well, I believe, for the Predator Tour and others. You can go check it out on pullthenet.com. He recently redid ours, and he did a great job. He's also
the 9 ball is just sitting there.
Tournaments on Facebook.
Yeah.
His nickname,
Do you play the cue ball with running right-hand English and hit the top of the 1 ball and get that cue ball moving towards that 9 ball? Or do you play the 1 ball and try to feather the 7 and try to get the 1 ball moving that way?
I would try to move the 1 ball.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to get the cue ball too close to the 9.
Yeah, it's risky.
Yeah.
It's risky.
Put distance between the 1 and the cue.
Absolutely, and keep the 1 away from the 9 ball.
Yeah. It's even dangerous if you try to thin the 1, you know, leave the cue ball come out behind the 8.
He looks like he's going to go for this 7 ball.
And
he played the cue
he played
ball.
it, yeah.
Nice attempt. The only thing is now you let your opponent out of the cage, and this guy is a tiger. Let me tell you, all he has to do is pocket this one. He's got the 3-9 combination, and that quick, you sit in your seat. You just get up the rack.
Yeah. That's why it's a risky shot.
Yeah.
Watch 8-ball. I don't think he got past it enough.
Yeah, he just let it run a little bit. Well, he's got a ticky behind this, too.
Yeah.
If he has to kick the back of his 3, he still has a possible chance of making this 9 ball.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like him from here.
First pro tournament, and we welcome him from Canada, Riverdale, Prince Edward Island. He plays out of Dooley's up there in Canada. Adam Profit. Good luck to him. And he's not a newcomer here. He's been here a few times.
Hey, there's Dennis Hatch. Haven't seen Dennis in a while. He's working out. Looks as strong as an ox again.
Yeah, he does.
2011 Fireman and Policeman 9-ball world champion. They actually have their own events. Also, he did it in 2004. He did the 8-ball championship. He won that as well. Eric Cloutier.
Here we go. Watch the cue ball here, folks. Rail first, 3-ball, and then cue ball towards the 9. Ronnie knows a lot of one-pocket shots, and I know he sees it.
Yeah, for sure.
Does he have the confidence to play it and possibly hang it up for his opponent? Does that play on his mind? He might just elect to get this 3. Yeah, he played
Nice.
it.
Nice
Beautiful
shot. Made them both.
Yeah, 2 for 1.
Yeah, that was good.
2 for. Ron Casanzio opens it up. 1-0, as they say across the pond.
He's no stranger to us at Turning Stone here or on our tour. He plays out of Classic Q Billiards in Buffalo, New York from Hamburg.
Yeah, that's a good shot.
Good luck.
He's such a, I don't know Bruce's game that much, but you know, I've been around a long time, and Ronnie is just so seasoned, man.
Yeah, he is.
You know, if the lights fell, it's not going to bother him on the other table. He's just going to continue to shoot.
You know, that's what separates, you know, a really good player to a champion, you know?
You're right.
It really
You're
is.
right. Distractions.
Yeah. Being able to focus.
Yep.
Nothing bothers him.
He's been with us before. Actually, he's a good player, so don't count him out too quick. And he plays out of
Mr.
Jack
Scotty
Hills
B in the
in
chat,
Wilkes-Barre,
Scotty Bannon.
Pennsylvania, Mike Perhatch. And he had the good fortune of drawing
Oh, Jimmy's out there. Jimmy Too Slow from Virginia. What's up there, Jimmy? Old Too Slow.
inducted into the BCA Hall of Fame. Just
Ronnie
a couple
Park
months ago.
down south. What's up there, Mr. Park?
Also, he's a former winner
broke dry.
here at Turning Stone, former World Cup of Pool
I just want to give
champion.
Scott Bannon a little info that G-Mac did win his match.
All right, good luck, everyone. Please remember to turn the ringers off on your cell phones, everybody, players and fans, as it can be very distracting to the players. And if you want to take pictures, please do so without the flash, as it can also be very distracting to the players. And remember our Q raffle, two $1,500 custom engraved jazz cues. We're going to raffle off one Saturday right before the 8 o'clock round and one on Sunday right before the finals at 7 o'clock. Anyone can participate in the raffle. You don't have to be present to win.
I can't tell if you'd want to play the 2 off the 7 here
Or 7 for 20.
to open that pocket up.
And please make sure to put your name and phone number on any ticket
Okay.
you purchase up here.
Yeah, I guess he didn't have to,
No.
Call you if you win.
but it wouldn't have been a bad shot as long as you know exactly where you're going to control that cue ball. This is a little jacked up over the 7 now. The 4 ball is kind of like favoring the lower part of the side pocket. So there's a couple of things he's got to do here. He's got to either go 3 rails and come back around for it.
Ah.
That's what he did. He was going 3 rails and trying to get below the 4 for the side pocket again. And anytime you got to jack up over a ball and do that much, you got to make sure you're steady as an archer and really fire at it stiff. Good position, but failed to pocket the 3.
Halifax, Nova Scotia. Justin Dion.
He might be in trouble here.
Trail Creek, Indiana. Former
It's not a road map, but I don't see much of an issue, even that 7 ball.
Pro Tour champion,
Right.
Dennis Hatch. That's on table 6. Good luck.
Wow.
Then again, try not to touch the rails. Now the cloths are new, so they slide a little bit, but they'll be tightening up.
Yeah, they will. I actually like them tighter.
You do, huh?
Yeah, I do.
That's the way to go. agree with you at least 100%. You know, if you practice enough on a tight box, sort of like going from a snooker table to a bar table, so to say. You know, by the way, everybody that's listening in out there, bar table events are now not Moscone Point ranked tournaments. Good evening, Duca. We see you out there in the chat, and you're quite welcome. We're glad we can do it, and thank you for your support. This young man, Bruce, reminds me of Tommy DeAlfonso. He reminds me of Shorty from New England, yeah. Every once in a while, when I look down.
He's another good player. I've never played him, but
look at the cue ball. That's the speed. Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, Tommy was double dangerous when he was 17 years old, you know. And that's one of Tommy's secrets that I'm allowed to talk about. You know, a lot of different people have different ways of meditating after, let's say your opponent gets up there and hits you with a 3-pack or a 4-pack, and it's like, you know, sometimes you can burn inside and really throw yourself out of your game. And one of the things that Tommy uses to meditate at this stage of his life is he's beat these champions. You know, he's beat the Rodney Morrises. He's beat the Johnny Archers. So he just puts that in his head to try to put him right back into gear. Just keep thinking that way. And he said for him it works.
What's he do?
He plays pool.
Just plays pool?
Yep.
That's his... Oh. I thought you were going to tell me some type of method, like a breathing method.
Oh, no, that's what he does. No, what he does is he thinks as he's sitting in his chair, you know, like if he did something wrong, or why am I losing 3-0, or this guy hit me with a 4-pack, how am I going to get back? What he keeps thinking about as he sits in the hot seat in his chair is, you know, I beat so many champions through my life when he was younger.
Okay.
And that's how he keeps himself focused, you know, in the game,
sense.
instead of, you know, letting himself, his head take over. Okay, 1-1 as Bruce deposited that 9-ball. I've seen players do this. You know, they take their hand and they kind of make a circle, right? And you'll see them in their seat. And all they do is they look right through that circle. They're not caring what's going on unless it's a close hit. They're just staring right into it. They keep focused on something and stay focused, just like that, a circle. You'll see Darren Appleton. You might see other players do it.
That's funny you mentioned Darren Appleton. I was struggling a couple of years ago with the Super Billiards Expo, and I walked up to Darren. I said, Darren, I can't fade the crowd. I can't make a ball. I feel like I can't make a ball. And he said, just stare at the cloth.
Yeah.
I said, even if you're not playing, he said, just stare at the cloth.
Yeah.
And I did that.
Yeah.
I lost.
But you learned something.
But I learned something. And that's what it's all about, you know, is taking these guys that are world champions and learning every little thing you can from them.
And you know what? There's a lot of world champions and a lot of pro players out there that just pass good information along.
Absolutely.
Oh, I don't like this because you're leaving the 1-9 open again.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I don't think he wanted to hit it that full. He definitely wanted to get behind the 7.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you're not sure where you're going to duck, if you're not positive that you're going to duck, be careful where you leave the next ball in rotation around that money ball. Big Dennis, what's up, man? Ed Culhane actually is going to make an appearance for the weekend, I hope. Eddie, if you're listening in, just be careful. You know, the weather, play the weather by ear. Right now we're getting a little bit of snow up this area. Just be safe if you're coming up. I suggest taking a train, because if you take the train to the Turning Stone buses will pick you up and bring you right to the casino.
Yeah, it's like 10 minutes from here.
Yeah, they pick you up, the buses. All you got to do is pick up the phone and say, look, I'm coming to the Turning Stone, and they'll send a bus and pick you up free of charge. Come right to the Turning Stone Casino. And if you're drinking or you're under the weather or whatever the case may be, you don't feel like driving, hey, let the engineer drive.
I wish I'd have known that. I picked Hunter up before my match today because he came in from New York.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to tell him he owes me gas money now.
Yeah. Tell him. I'll tell him.
I'm going to tell him you told me.
He better get home soon. He needs a haircut.
He just got a haircut in Florida. He was all happy
That's
about
the only
it.
place he cuts his hair.
I don't know if that one goes. I don't think that one goes up in the top
If it
corner.
does, it's very small pocket. That's the way I see it. Oh, no, believe it or not, he's got the pocket. I'm looking right down at the table right now. He's got the pocket. He's worried about position of the cue ball, you know, running into the 6 or the 7. Well, he played an opportunity shot.
That's a good shot.
Give yourself an opportunity to get back to the table, but he's gave an opportunity for Ronnie to play him safe now.
See, that's another thing. Sometimes the most simplest things work in your favor. Like, that's a great shot from there, you know? Something real simple.
Do you think a one pocket play is favored to make this ball?
A good one pocket player, probably.
Yeah.
That's a big ball to hit right there.
The bank is open. The angle off the bank for the cue ball is not really that great because the cue ball is going to have to go around the 8. But if the bank is open if he wants, or play the safe behind the 8. Make sure you hide the rock. He's going behind the 3, or is he banking out?
Yeah, he's playing
He's
safe.
trying to behind the 3.
Wow, look at that shot. A little more spin, he'd have been in jail.
The 9 ball makes that bottom right-hand corner big, but will the 1 ball escape the 8 with a bank?
For sure. He's got to hit it firm. They went for it.
Oof.
Wow.
Oof.
I don't know necessarily if he was going for the 9 there. Maybe just got a little fortunate.
No, I don't believe he was going for the 9. He was actually banking that 1 ball into the pocket using a 9 to make the pocket bigger. And he got a little, like you said, a little roll and almost made the 9. Sometimes when you got a ball in front on the side of the pocket like that, you kind of take it for granted like it's a guarantee.
Yeah.
You know, and then you don't hit it that good, or you didn't hit it that good from the beginning.
That's what's funny with a lot of beginners that are learning to play pool. They say, I make the hard ones, but I miss the easy ones, because every single shot demands the same amount of respect.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think there's a lot of people out there that have a closet full of hangers that they missed.
I have.
We've seen professionals miss ball in hand.
I have 2.
You have 2
I have
closets.
2.
2 closets.
No, 2 balls. Only 2 balls I ever
That's
missed.
a pretty big closet. All right, 3 ball. The 4 ball's on the left side of the table up there near the 6 at the far left corner. The shot right now is the 5 ball, and I'm not sure if he's got the right angle. He might have to cut. He's going to come to the, looks like the left side of his 5. I'm not sure if he has the angle to get between the 5 and a 9. You really wanted an angle to come off the rail a little bit to get between the 5 and a 9. Let's see what Bruce has in mind. He might hit the 5. Yeah, he's going to come to.
He hit that too good. That's
Coming to the left side.
That's a scratch. No? Wow.
It's a diamond is what it is. And now the 5-9 combination is right there. Not the easiest combination because your visibility on the cue ball is not that great.
Nice thing about this, if he misses the 9, he's got to hit it hard enough. See how the 5 goes up table?
Yeah.
Yeah. Made a good shot.
You meant to hit it a little bit harder than what he just hit it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's sketchy on a diamond because you can't hit those shots hard.
They hang, yeah.
Yeah.
You can hit them hard as long as you're going to split the jaws.
Yeah, you got to hit it good.
Yeah, you got to hit it real good. And, you know, if you think this is the hardest table, try playing on a Joy Chinese 8-ball table.
You know, I never played a match on one. I hit balls fooling around. You know what table I really like? The one that Steinway had for the 14-1. The Rosin table.
Oh, okay, you like that?
I like that table. The
Did
side
you?
pockets were nice and tight.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
I like
You
that.
know, I never, in my life, never seen a pool table where the side pockets were half-inch tighter than the corner pockets. It's
Yeah.
usually the opposite way around.
Yeah, I like that. Just makes the table tougher. You know, makes
It
the
made
game
it tough.
Yeah,
You know, for like that, what you're talking about was played on the straight pool tournament.
yeah,
That's hard to play when
Yeah.
you got to get into those side pockets and break a stack or something.
yeah. It's great.
That's tough. You like it.
I do. I do. I hate a bucket table. In my table at home, it's just super tight. Sometimes I get frustrated playing at home. You know, it's like a one pocket table.
Right.
But you could run out a rack of 9-ball or 2 racks of 9-ball.
pretty good.
You're doing good, yeah.
Right. Okay, again, watch the 6 and the 1. 6 ball went right into the bottom left-hand corner. The 8 went into the upper left-hand corner. The 1 ball right there in the middle of the table above the 2. He's got a shot. And if he can make this 1 ball, just bounce off the rails just a little bit for the 2, the 3 and 5 are the next issue he has to deal with.
Yeah, does the 3 go?
We're going to take a look at that just because you want to. No.
Even that combo doesn't look good.
There's always an opportunity to play safe, depending on what side of the ball you get on. Now, the 3 does go past the 7 into the upper left-hand corner, so he'd have to navigate his cue ball in that direction. So you got to get a good angle on the 2 if he can pocket the 1.
What a good shot looks like from here. Even
Go
if he
ahead.
plays the 1 ball all the way up in between the 5 and the 4 and leaves the cue ball below the 9, that's a tough shot. He's going to draw it. Good shot.
Hit it real good. The angle again is not there. See, if he had a little more angle, well, you know what? He might be able to draw it. Maybe my eyesight from here is off. Looks like maybe he might be able to draw it. Yeah, he does have it. He can draw this now to the opposite side of the 3 and play the 3 past the 7 ball, right?
Yes,
that
he
7
could.
go. That 3 go past the 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then he's in pretty good shape here.
It looks like it from here, Al.
Okay, that's what it looks like to me too. But we'll find out, depending on his position here.
Ah,
Got to make the 2, of course.
you get lucky. You got lucky.
Well, for now, it depends on the outcome of the next shot if he got lucky or not. Right? I always say that. Get a little fortunate for now. And who taught me that? Danny DiLiberto. Now, we usually have the honor and the presence of Danny DiLiberto here at the tournament, but I wouldn't blame him if he didn't come down because of the weather, how it's up here right now.
Yeah, I think the first time I met him was at Steinway at the Classic.
Danny D?
I think so.
Did he come down in the Classic?
Maybe it's somebody else.
Not sure.
Does he have a beard?
Yeah, it looks like Einstein. He's probably older than Einstein.
No, I didn't meet him.
Okay.
He's at every year. He's at the U.S. Open.
Yes, he is.
He's a shorter gentleman.
No,
No, he's tall.
average size. Your size. Yeah. Frail. Ex-boxer. Can knock you out with 1 punch. He had a problem when he was a boxer. He kept busting his hands. His hands would break.
I heard that's common. They even named a break after it, a boxer's fracture.
What do you call it?
A boxer sprain or a boxer fracture.
Really?
Yeah, it's like in the
didn't know
top of the hand. Yeah.
Hey, Lewis, what's going on? What do you like doing here? Just making the ball and stopping and playing safe? Or do you like going rail first?
I would like to go rail first to get underneath the 3.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's going to do that. He's going to spin it. Okay. That's what I was telling you. You got to watch this kid. He's sneaky.
I'll tell you what, he can fire.
Yeah.
He's definitely impressing me, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Anytime you can stand up to any one of these good players, you deserve a lot of respect.
shot.
You see so many pool players, and that's what I love about doing amateur matches, besides doing the professional matches, is you see an amateur's talent that you never seen before. You're like, that's one of them coming up. you know? Yeah, that's one.
Speaking of amateurs, I was at Drexel Line Billiards
I remember.
just the other day.
Yeah, I know. I seen your post, didn't you?
Yeah. There was a young kid there. He might have been 14, 15 years old, and that kid,
That Lucas?
I think his name is Lucas.
Yeah.
He's gonna be a good player.
He sure is. Actually, he's trying to raise money. I think he's going to start a GoFundMe, or he's trying to raise money because he actually wants to go to Italy with his mom to play in a tournament over there, because his mom's going to visit her sister.
Really?
And he wants to play in one of those tournaments over there.
Wow, good for him.
Went to China.
Did he?
Yeah. Let me bring him up. Maybe this is him. Let's see.
I think it's Bob Madoff's nephew or
Bob
grandson, maybe.
Oh, no, then it's definitely not Lucas.
Definitely not him?
No. I don't believe so. I'll bring him up anyway. I'll put him right in front of you. Right here. See, we'll take a look at some of his photos. That's Lucas. He's always playing in all the tournaments. That's him right there. Good kid too, by the way. Real nice, respectful.
That might be him.
Travels all over the place. I mean, all over the place.
Good for him.
He loves the game. All right. Meanwhile, took our eyes off, and Ron Casanzio won a game. So we're going to tie this up at 2 apiece. We got Phil Davis actually in the wings back here. He's going to be on the poster in August, I think, for the Turning Stone Casino. Phil made a post about it. He says, I got to talk to that Zuglin. He says, he hasn't put me on the poster yet. We're going to create a poster with a fishbowl in it. We're going to put him in it. 2-2 going into rack number 5. Watch the 5 and the 1 here. They've been going. There it is. 5 ball went right in the pocket.
See, I like that break better. With he lost the cue ball a little bit, but instead of drawing out, especially on a diamond, when you're drawing back, I like just hitting the stack nice and flat in the face, leaving the cue ball in the center of the table.
Right. Well, it's break from the box,
Yeah.
So it's a little harder break, trying to make it a little more difficult the game.
You might lay this up.
Oh, I brought up started a conversation. I started a remark on something in the chat about 2 hours ago. Somebody mentioned something about the different templates that are out there to rack with. Like the Magic rack is so easy, guaranteed the wing ball and all this. I just want to just make it perfectly clear that Jia Li and her husband Fang, the innovator of the light that we're talking about, the LED light, they have all the templates up at the front there. If you guys are coming down, you're interested in one of them, they actually have them on their table.
Is that what this is?
That's right. That light is unbelievable. I'm telling you, Rob. No shadows on the table at all. Guaranteed 10 years.
Really?
LED. You know how LEDs are.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You know who you talk to? Justin Muller. Justin Muller just put one in. He built an extension on the house. It cost him about $40,000 just to put his table in there.
No
and
kidding.
put this light in there.
Well worth it.
Yeah. I'm convinced. Actually, it's up there. See that long white thing up there, way up the front?
Yes.
When you get a chance, go look at that. He opened up the back. He made the light. He opened up the
kidding.
back and he show you how he made it. And if he was to turn that on right now, it would almost blind us.
Really? And it's small. It's thin.
And they don't heat up,
No kidding. Yeah, the
Unbelievable.
LEDs, yeah.
Unbelievable. He's actually installing them in one of the pool rooms in upstate New York. The pool room's changing over because they're cheaper to run. They're 10 times lighter than your normal light.
What's he selling them for, do you know?
I heard Jake come over, and I think it was somewhere about the $500 range, guaranteed for 10 years.
That's
and
actually cheap.
he stands up. In other words, if somebody damages it, he'll come and fix it. I mean, that's the type of guy he is. So, yeah, a lot of pool rooms are changing over to this light. And not only for the pool rooms, you know, you put them over the island, you know, or an office desk or something. It just really gives you that nice, true light. He can't turn it on because it'll, you know, distract the players.
Sure. It's funny because I was just talking to my girlfriend about the light at my house, and I needed a new one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the one you want to look into. Tell him I sent you to get a free bottle of wine on the house. Yeah.
He got loose there. Got a little careless. He's going to pay for that.
I'll tell you, 2-2. Yeah, you're supposed to pay for it. And that's your job. Your opponent comes in, he's supposed to punish you for that.
Yeah.
Listening to some Motown.
Yeah.
I like some of the tunes that play here. Real nice, mellow.
Yeah, I like this event, you know.
Yeah, me too. I think it outdoes everything.
Yeah.
I don't care where you go. I think this is the best venue here. It's absolutely free to come in and watch your favorite player. They supply you with posters so you can get them signed and autographed and take pictures with your favorite player. Just unreal. Plus, if you come to the event, they give you a $10 free play, right?
Yes, they do.
Swipe your card and you can play, I forget what you call those machines.
Slot machines.
Slot machines, yeah, there you go. Wow.
I can't believe you just missed that ball. Wow. That was supposed to hurt. You want a Reese's, Al?
You know, you didn't bring enough.
I didn't bring enough? There happens to be somebody right there that'll definitely go running it. And I got a couple
oh,
extra dollars here.
She brought you and
yeah.
Uh-oh, there's something going on here. This is a long-distance relationship. Thank you. Guys, if you hear anything chewing on the mics, it's Rob.
It's definitely not me.
And Bruce Nagle gets out there, 3-2 now. I don't understand how the table switched hands that many times in one game. Very rare. Very rare occurrence in 9-ball. Very rare.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to go over there as soon as this match is over, or maybe tomorrow morning. I'm going to go there and see if I can't take one of them lights home with me.
Oh, man, it's great. I'll get you a little discount. Don't you worry about it.
I like that.
Yeah.
That break there, that's the break I like.
The 8-ball almost found the pocket. Everybody swore the 1 was going in.
Yeah.
You know, You never know with these diamonds. They play true. They all play the same, by the way. They're cut with a CC machine, and they all the cushions, everything are cut the same. The rubber's different on some of them because they perfected it, and I believe this is German rubber that's on here.
They want one of your Reese's, Al.
Who's that?
Matt Kenfick.
Oh, that's Matt. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Chalkysticks.com. You know, I mentioned that I like Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, and Todd Nevins of NevinsTools.com up in the New England area. When I went up there to do a stream, he brought me like family size, but a family like for a family size of 12.
No kidding.
Full of these things, and by the time I was left, it was gone.
You ate it.
Not all by myself, but the majority, yeah. Who was I looking up? Oh.
This guy at large 9. Rob's last name is Furry. Ferry.
You ever see two people text to each other like when they're 6 feet away from each other? Look at this guy. I'm only kidding. We're texting each other.
It's cool how you can do that, though.
Yeah, I catch people eating. All right, 5 to the 8, or the 5 goes right past the 8. You know, these pockets are not that big, but it looks like he's got enough room there.
Enough to play the 6 in there, too. He's out.
He's out. That's what we thought last time.
Yeah, he missed the 7.
That's what I'm saying. It was kind of weird rack in the last one.
I don't see any hiccups here.
This is the live, and this is the preview.
Okay.
Oh, you can switch that up.
Yeah, this is just 2 rails back down the center. There you go. Even hit the rail just to make sure.
Right. Yeah, I like utilizing that 3rd rail for that shot.
Yep.
Kind of puts the brakes on it, you know.
Yeah. Good out.
3-3. We're seesawing over here, folks. Talking about soaring and seesawing and all kind of other soaring. I understand that you're in the tree removal or business also, Rob.
What was that? I had to sneeze.
Oh, okay. It's not the first time I talked to myself. I was talking about the score, seesawing, you know, 2-2, you know, 3-2, 3-3. And mentioning soaring, you're in the business of tree removals and trimming and whole 9 yards, right?
I am.
Right. How do people get in contact with you, or in case they need a?
Well, if you live in the Bucks County or Montgomery County area of Pennsylvania, you just Google 7 Shades of Green.
7 Shades of Green.
Yep. Tree removal.
Oh, there you go.
And we will come out and give you the best price in the area.
There you go.
Guaranteed.
7 Shades of Green. So you're licensed in those counties.
We're actually licensed in PA, New Jersey, and Delaware.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if they live in any one of the states, are you willing to travel, or?
We are, but you know what? You know what it is about that is we try to always guarantee the best price. And for us to travel to Delaware, I think that there might be a local guy that could give you a better price, a cheaper price.
Without a doubt.
That's what it's all about.
Tolls and fuel and
it's just,
road works a lot.
We go down there for insurance companies. We do a lot of work for insurance companies, but for residential, you know, we would go down, you know, but Try to be fair with everybody, you know.
Try to stay as local as possible.
Although we're going to Rhode Island not this week, next week.
Oh, it must be a major job you're doing over there.
It
When
is.
they building a mall and you're ripping everything down?
It's a couple acres we're clearing out, you know. Yeah, Hunter's up 6-0.
Right here. You want to see the scores? We can see the scores of every match. Just let me refresh the page.
And back to what you were saying about the seesaw in the matches, I prefer that. You know, I prefer that watching it, and I actually prefer that when you're playing because it actually keeps you in the game. Because when someone's either putting a 4-pack on you or you're putting a 4-pack on somebody else, you're in that gear. And, you know, for me, I like a close game.
Right.
I don't like a blowout. I don't like, you know.
Well, I'll tell you what, you know, I really enjoy somebody running packages, though. And I think a lot of the audience does also. And I have nothing against going hill matches either. I love those just as much.
Yeah,
but I enjoy it because of I'm enjoying it with the player that's doing it.
Yeah.
You know, when you got a player up there swinging and hitting you with a 6 or 7-pack, man, in 45 seconds each rack, like a Jason Shaw, I mean, you could see the enjoyment. I mean, he's in love, man.
Oh, absolutely. He's in that zone. Well, I was just talking to Eric. Eric, you just had Eric on the live stream last match. He put a 6-pack on me last year at Derby.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was telling everybody.
Yeah.
You know, Eric's not in his game.
Yeah.
And then we got, of course, the right information from Marcus Snow, who's up there in Canada, and gave us a little ins that Eric really, you know, he's working now, and it's hard.
It is hard.
It's hard.
It is hard.
But he also told us that Eric's put a lot of practice in just for this event. And I confirmed that with Eric, and he did say it. He said, I've been practicing a lot for this event.
You know, it's so competitive, and it's so, you know, it's really hard to be competitive at this level, you know.
Yeah.
It's just hard, especially when you work.
Yeah, and not only that, you know, what I also was saying to Eric was, hey, you're not at the tournament. You're just double dangerous right now. You know, you're on the B side, which makes you double dangerous.
Yeah, he catches a gear.
Oh, yeah.
He's liable to, he can snap this whole tournament off.
Sure. He's a threat to win it, without a doubt. And Bruce Nagle now goes up by 1, 4-3.
That was the first time I played Eric, was last year at the Derby. And he put a 6-pack on me, and my first shot was a jump shot, and I just laughed. You know, we actually became, you know, kind of cool after that. Because
he is cool, people.
Yeah.
He is. But I know the feeling, like, I don't know if he missed or played you into a jump shot.
He broke dry.
Yeah. You got to laugh that.
Yeah, he
After
broke
sitting
dry.
down that long, and the guy breaks dry, and you're looking at the back of another ball.
Yeah, I had to go for it. I didn't want to push. I had to go for it. I wanted to try to take control, but you know, with a great player like that, like, you have to gain control, because if not, they will keep control.
Oh yeah.
Control the table.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think I'm battling a cold right now, Al. It's snowing out there. It's freezing.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You'll be all right. We'll get you some hot tea with some lemon. We'll hook you up big time.
Nice break, but nothing dropped. He's got to push out.
What am I doing wrong here?
Yeah, he's got to push out. He'll move the 7. I don't know if I like that, because now that pocket could bank that. I don't know if I like banking the 1 into the 7 either, or maybe cutting the 1 over. You know, just sliding it over.
I don't know why the links are not going in. Oh, that's weird.
Links aren't popping up.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's just coming up as a hyperlink, but who was that asked? Rubik's Cube, huh? Okay. If it was a website, you typed, I mean. Did I miss something here, or are we still at 4-3?
I think it's still 4-3.
Okay. Let me take off my specs for you.
I'll take another one.
Give me normal again.
Having fun out here. You want me to tag you?
Tag it. You know, I got a video for you to watch,
Okay.
and you'll never use that phone as much as you normally would.
Put that on there.
Did you see it? It's called What's Wrong with This Generation.
Okay.
Real intelligent guy explaining the dopamine that you get. Oh, somebody liked it. Oh, somebody shared it. Oh, somebody, you know, it's like it's addictive. He explains the whole thing.
No kidding.
Not only about social media, but about devices and themselves.
Okay.
Just incredible video. Tommy Jr.'s wife posted it. And other people, but I seen it when she posted it, and I watched the whole thing. Pretty good. All right, ball in hand.
Ball.
And the score right now is 4-3. And the way we've been seesawing the ingredients right now is for Ron to get out and make it 4-4.
You know, I would definitely say the generation nowadays is a lot different than when we were kids. Well, I'm a little younger than you, but I mean, we all went outside and played.
Wait a minute.
Well, just a little, couple years.
Now I know I'm getting old. You know what this guy looks like. You know, I understand what you mean, but one of the things, on a serious note, what he says is, hey, you know, you go into a business meeting, and a lot of people are doing this with their phones, like checking their phones, or what they do is they go into a meeting and just leave it over there, and, you know, they're looking at it to see if anybody sent them messages, or he says it's not professional. He says when they go out he says then you get together and you go out for dinner and everybody's taking pictures of their food, and, you know, they're not really spending time. They're not really making that relationship. Hey, how's your dad, by the way? You know, and or something to that nature. You know, and cause some kind of create some kind of a friendship and bond. You know, he says it's getting obsolete. I mean, the guy's really intelligent. You got to watch that whole video. It's probably about 5 minutes long.
Yeah, I'll definitely watch it.
Yeah. It ain't gonna make a difference, but I'll watch it.
I'll watch it.
Yeah, old Ziller is actually trying to type in the chat also and put in a link there. For some reason, Gary, it's not working. I don't know why. But you know what? We got to thank Ustream anyway. Let me see. I'm looking for Gary here on People Person. Where's old Zilla? Columbus took the blue.
What?
1942. Columbus sailed the blue.
1492?
1492.
Okay.
Where's old Zilla? Oh, here he is. Oh, there we go.
Wilkie's up. Oh, wait, no, I think it's 3-3 now. Wilkie and Morgan.
Did this refresh? It usually refreshes on its own. Easy Billiards does it, but you can always hit that refresh circle up there.
I thought I saw Morgan move a bead.
Yeah, well, he might have. And just got to give Mike a little time to update the score. Mike's up there in the bleachers updating it. So,
Okay.
And there's a lag in between updating. So
Okay.
we're live, and by the time it gets over the internet, it'll all be updated.
That's really cool you do this, man.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm in love with it. And, you know, it's kind of like in my backyard, you know. I don't have to come across 81 and that long flat drive. Is that the way you came across?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a long
Yeah.
ride come across.
Yeah.
And I didn't really, well, I was going to Virginia, so I went a little further than that.
That's John Bertone.
Oh, Johnny, oh yeah,
Yeah.
great guy, great guy. We're talking about Camus, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He says he wants to make it interesting. He wants me to ask Al, who is his favorite player of all time?
Well, it's got to be John Bertone.
Naturally.
You know something? I keep saying Efren of all time because he always had that magic, coming up with some just shots that people never saw. But as the old goes out and the new come in, I have a few favorite players: Shane Van Boening, Jason Shaw, Darren Appleton. I mean, just when those guys are in full punch. They just, you know, and there's other players too. I just can't go down the list. I just enjoy a real professional player getting up there and with their game, coming with their game the way we all know they can shoot. I enjoy a match, but I would have to say Efren overall. I mean, I remember Efren. Let me go back now. Let's see, maybe 20 years ago, maybe 25. When he used to come into Jersey and play in West End. West End billiards was really the place to be back then. When you come up on the East Coast to New Jersey, yeah, everybody in creation was coming in and out of that room, and their local tournament was just something that was like a professional tournament of today.
You know, are we off?
No, we're on.
We're on.
Yeah.
You know, I like Earl.
I like Earl too.
You know, I'm talking about just strictly his game. I just don't think that there's anybody who either ever or definitely not now that hits the ball as pure as he does. Like his stroke is just so pure.
Oh, yeah. He's got firepower without a doubt. You know, when you're a 5-time world champion and 5-time U.S. Open champion, you know, that's not something that you just get and you go in a stationery store and get a tag, you know. He's been there, done it, and he's still doing it. I got to agree with you. Earl's a great player. But, you know, as far as my favorite player to watch, Efren, you know, I was always sitting waiting for him to come up with that one shot, you know, the one magical 3-cushion kick into the ball or whatever it might have been.
With shape.
With shape. Or even if he didn't have shape, the next one would be kicked in also. Somebody in the chat says, along with Corey Deuel. Corey Deuel.
I don't think Corey's here.
No, he's not here.
Yeah, I didn't see his name.
Corey Deuel is an impressive player, and he's another innovator. You know, like when he come up with that soft break, and then all of a sudden they wanted to change it to like, that's too soft of a break, and then he wound up playing a jam up safe behind the rack, and you know, he comes up with, and to come up with things like that takes time and practice.
Yes.
You know, it's not something that just happens.
No. There's so much going on that people don't realize when they're just watching on TV. You know, there's so much, you know.
Yeah.
But who do you think's the new up-and-coming player as far as the juniors come? You know, because I know Kamui sponsors a lot of junior players. You know, in some of your tournaments that you come up, have you seen any kids that, you know, stuck out?
Yeah, I was out in St. Louis, and a lot of the up-and-coming players that are coming up on the American side, the Russian sides, just are incredible. You know that they have the talent. The problem with the juniors is, you know, once they find a girlfriend or a boyfriend, you know, then all of a sudden pool's over, you know. But there's plenty of players out there, young players.
You know, I give a lot of them credit. You know, I get to, like, when I get to fly out to Vegas and stuff, and when we do the Super Billiards Expo, I get the chance to hang out in the booth, and I get to meet some of the young players. Right. You know, and they're doing a good thing. A lot of the kids that are doing well in pool, they get sponsorships because they're, you know, not just because they're doing good in pool, but they have their act together. You know, they're getting great grades.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
and they're doing the right things. You know, and it's good to see that young kids are playing pool again.
I'll tell you what, I'll let something out of the bag, but I'm not going to give you full detail. I know somebody right now that's working on a junior tournament, and it's all going to be the rules of an Olympic committee.
Well, that's cool.
In other words, this is going to be whether he includes the World Pool Association's rules or not. Whatever the rules are going to be, that's going to be the rules he's going to stick to. And I was speaking to him, and the concept that he has, is. Like you mentioned, the grades.
Is that a fan?
Yeah, that's why we put those stanchions. We got to put them back a little bit further. Some people do come disturb us every once in a while.
Some people wanted your autograph.
No. I actually did give an autograph. I was kind of embarrassed. I said, "Who am I?" You know, and the kid said, I listen to you. Just sign my case." I signed the case for him.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
that's really cool. Yeah.
I said, "It's really nice." Yeah, I said, but getting back to that, to the youngsters, this guy's concept that he's putting together, and he's the type of person that makes things happen. One of the rules is like Mark Wilson actually also does the same thing with Linwood University. Is your grades have to be up to par.
Yeah.
Your dress code is going to be this, and the discipline. He's going to put like an Olympic committee rules and everything on it. You really got to talk to him. When he lets it out of the bag and he makes an official press release, everybody will hear about it.
Good.
Yeah.
See, I wish, you know, we did more than just the Moscone Cup. I wish we did, you know, more often. You know?
Right. Yeah.
And not just Europe against USA. You can have like Canada, you know, do a thing like that.
The whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
Like hang the 9.
Yeah.
Hang the 9. He says, Al, I want your autograph. Well, you can have my autograph next week. 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks from now.
You know, there's a young girl, April Larson. I mean, I got to
Oh,
meet her
what
a
a
few
great
times.
shooter.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know, the first time I saw her, you introduced me, Marty Herman. I was down at the Super Billiards Expo, I think, a year ago or 2 years ago. Marty says, Al, he says, you got to come and just sweat this young lady's game here. She's incredible. And I took his advice, and I, of course, went into the arena and watched her play. Mm-hmm. And then I had the opportunity to go to Chicago with Mark Wilson and AZ Billiards, courtesy of AZ Billiards, and do commentating on some of her matches out there, and the young talent. She is incredible, April Larson.
Yeah.
Incredible.
She was, where were we at last year? We were, I think at the Rio. And she came over to the booth. I was in between my matches. I helped John out every once in a while, and she came over and I guess signed some of her cards, and she wanted to hit some balls because she was gearing up for her match. And I said, I'll hit balls with you. And she was so honored. I said, no, I'm honored to hit balls with you.
Yeah,
you know?
She's a sweetie pie.
Yeah, she really is. Nice kid.
Yeah, they all went out bowling. You know, we were like chaperones. We went to the bowling alleys with them. They were playing ping pong. We had Johnny Archer playing ping pong. We had Jeanette Lee bowling. We just had a great time out there.
I'll tell you what, though, right now, I think the hottest player probably is Jason. You know, he's just steamrolling right now. He's in such gear. I'm just seeing people commenting about him. I'm just, you know. You know, it's funny about, it says hang the 9. It says, you know, about his son. You know, those kids, you know, over in those different countries, that is all they do. That's all they do.
1 second, Rob. I got to step out.
Oh, go ahead. Was it Alex Gurevich?
Thank you.
We're live.
Oh, okay. Hi, how are you?
Very good.
How's everybody?
I got this kind of in the way. Just let me move this out of the way, folks. And I know the score has actually changed. It's actually. Let me just get the score up to date, Mr. Fong, and then we'll get to talking. Okay, the score is 6-3 in favor of Bruce Nagle over Ron Casanzio. In the booth right now, going to bring you on camera in about 2 seconds, is Mr. Fong.
Hi, how are you?
That's Mr. Fong right there in front of you. This gentleman that I just put on camera is the innovator that actually came up with the concept of the LED light that everybody's buying, they're installing into their pool rooms. And right to his left is Rob Ferry that's interested in one of those lights.
I am.
So I figured I'd bring Mr. Fong in here, not only to give Rob some input into the lighting, if he has any questions, but also for you guys that are listening out there. Now, Marty Herman, I know you're interested in one also. So, Rob, if you have any questions. Now, as far as the guarantee, I know somebody that's building a house. In fact, he was up there, Jake, Mr. Fong, and he
yeah, I've spoken with
he's
him
very
today.
interested. And you told him it's guaranteed for 10 years? Is that
Well,
right?
well, the question was how long the light will last.
Oh, last.
Right,
Okay.
right. So, but for warranty, it's guaranteed for 5 years. Anything went bad, we would change it.
For 5 years.
Right.
Anything goes bad on the light.
Right. But very rarely, because this is LEDs, semiconductor, there's no filament to break out, and it's not like fluorescent tubes where you need to relamp them.
Right.
Sometimes the tube just went bad,
Right.
But these LEDs, they never break.
And as
So
far as ballast or anything like that?
driver, anything, that's
Right.
why we said a 5-year warranty, because within 5 years, if anything, like for example, the driver, for some reason stopped working, we'll change it for you.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Now, does this put shadows in the past once you install one of these? Is there any more shadows or
You mean on the table?
on the table? Yeah.
It's well, when we design the light, we optimize everything. So I actually run a computer simulation to figure out how much light put on the table and how much output, everything, so that we know before we even mock up or do a light installation. So in that way, and also in terms of uniformity, compared to like the regular like street lights,
Yeah.
billiard lighting or like a fluorescent light, we don't. The uniformity is optimized, meaning that there's no shadow. Like for example, you see a lot of like shadows from the side cushions.
Mhm.
With this light, no such
shadow.
shadow. Yeah, and on the balls, you see some cause a long shadow of the balls. This light don't have that.
Huh.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Very nice.
Now, is each light customized per table, or is pretty much one light fits?
one light, like the one you see our standard product, the first one, it's called Fin, which we have a demo over here. It's a 1x6, so it's optimized for 9-foot tables. Like all these tables playing on the Turning Stone, they are 4.5 by 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, that light is perfect for this. Right.
Okay.
But if you have any other table, like for example, if you have a 5x10 or like a bar box, we have a certain light to meet those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guys out there in the chat, if you have any questions about this lighting here, now is the time to ask in the chat. If Mr. Fong steps out and he's no longer available, you just go over to light-systems.com and you can get in touch with them right there.
Right. Email, telephone,
Right.
all open.
He wasn't kidding. I'm interested.
If you want to get more, I will give you more.
Okay.
He's interested too. But he's going to give you you give him a discount, right?
Right,
For
right.
upstate
Yep.
out, give him,
Yeah.
take care of him. Good.
Yeah.
Not pushing it on you, Rob, when you
No,
decide.
no problem.
You know what I mean?
No problem, yeah.
I just looking out for you.
I for sure need a lighter. We happened to be talking about it,
Mm-hmm.
and it just so happened that it popped up, and I said, well, you're the man to talk to.
Yeah, so far our customers are very satisfied, at the beginning they're interested, and then once they install, they all liked it,
Yeah.
or loved it,
See, not only is it a better light as far as the performance it does on the table, it also saves energy, and it's an LED, so you're not constantly replacing bulbs. So I mean, I understand. It makes sense.
Well, Justin Muller, you know what happened to Justin Muller after he built that extension? He had like a header, right? He had a header beam or
Right.
something, and he only had so much space between.
that was
header beam
his
and the
worry,
table.
because
Yeah.
his basement was 8 foot tall ceiling, and then he has this right above his table. He has a beam about 1 foot
Okay.
drop off from the ceiling. So he's like, if we put like he's worried about the thickness of the light. So if the light is thick, and then you cannot, obviously the light will be too low. So I told him, our light is very slim profile.
Yeah.
So he has no such worry. So if you go online, check out the thin luminaire,
Okay.
you can see the photo of his basement actually.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I didn't know that.
And you can
Okay.
see the light is actually almost flush to the beam, and with no problem.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty
So
cool.
you can see the actual installation. So.
Mr. Steve Lomax, Steve Lomax sent me a PM about 3 weeks ago. He wanted to get in touch with you and wanted to know the price. I told
Sure.
him I wasn't really sure. You know Steve Lomax that makes the
Yes.
fuse.
Yes. Yep.
He wants to know how much the lights are.
Right.
And Steve, you're probably better off getting in touch with Fong. I don't know how many you're interested in, or maybe you just want them for your shop or pool room. I'm not sure, but
Yeah, Steve and I, and also Ja, we met in BCA in Vegas.
Right,
Right.
right.
Normally our pricing, regular standard pricing, are online.
Right.
But for our customers, especially those who love our lights, I normally give a discount.
Okay.
Yeah.
I actually owe Steve Lomax a case of beer.
Don't tell him that.
I do. I do. He takes care of my cues. Every time I hand him my cue, he cleans my cue, takes care of it. I don't let anybody else touch my cue.
One
except for him.
of the greats in the business right
Yep.
there in the
Right,
chat, folks.
professional,
Mr. Steve Lomax.
Yep. And that's not a plug. I'm being honest.
Yeah, so am I.
I'm being honest.
So am I. Yeah. Great guy.
Yep. Steve just get in touch with us.
Yeah.
Yep. We'll take care of him.
Well, Mr. Fung, that's why I called you here. I don't want to hold you here.
Sure.
But if you have to go, you can go. If you want to stay, you can stay. But we charge to stay.
Oh,
Just in
really?
case you
Wow.
want-
2 Reese's peanut butter cups.
He's leaving. He's leaving.
I have some from Japanese.
Reese's peanut butter cups?
Right. The candy shops.
Yeah, well, I
Yeah,
have-
I'll bring you some.
I have the best chocolate with nuts in it
Oh,
right
really?
there in
Where
front of
is
you.
it from?
It's about $80 a pound. Have one.
Okay.
Greg Antonakis
Sure.
always
Thank you.
sends me one in the holidays, and he sent it up with his son.
Can I take one for my wife?
Sure.
Okay.
That's
Thank you.
$85.
Yep.
Okay.
Wow.
We take
I'll
choice.
tell her.
Has peanuts in it, though, Fong, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you, Al.
You're welcome. Thank you for stopping in.
Thank you.
Have a good one, buddy.
Yep.
I'll
Thanks,
be
Mr.
over.
Fong.
I'll be
Yep.
over.
Sure. We're here all weekend.
Awesome.
Yep.
There you have it, folks. Does it get any closer than that when you have the gentleman on scene that invented this lighting? And he explains it right on the air. That I dig.
Yeah.
And he's telling you 5 years.
Yeah.
Anything happens,
I
I'm
like how
replacing
thin
it.
it is.
Yeah, it's got a low profile, very
Yeah.
thin profile.
That works perfect for people that have basements or in their living room they want to throw a table in there, because it is a pain to have a table, a light hanging that low.
right,
yeah.
right. Yep. That's no longer an issue. And when they hang, they're nice. I mean, I do have the graphics. I've been flashing them, and it's just even when they hang, they're like not there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's that thin that they're not there.
And I apologize. I'm completely lost on this game. I got to talk.
Well, I got the score up to date as we've been shooting the breeze at 7-3. Bruce Nagle, he's threatening to get on the hill here. Well, you know what? Getting off the game and having a sponsor in the booth and talking about their product, I dig it.
Yeah.
Anybody that's doing something for the game
Seriously.
and giving back,
Yeah.
I like to recognize.
Absolutely.
A little close to the rail there, Bruce, but not impossible. Definitely a makeable shot.
Yeah, I just got my messenger from Facebook, a guy from back in our pool hall. He says he has one of them lights. He says he loves it.
There you go.
His name's Gary Serrano.
There you go.
Yeah, I think he's a player rep for Jacoby Q's, I think.
You know, there's many, there's a lot of, and I'm not patting myself on the back or bragging in any shape or form. There's a lot of companies that get down with AZB TV, which is me, Upstate Al. And there's one thing about me, I don't deal in the industry with anybody that's going to hurt anybody in the industry. You know, I'm not going to say that this product is good when it's not good. I'm just not that type of person, you know. If they're stand-up and I think they're stand-up, I'm going to put it and tell it like it is, you know. And you can, I'll tell you, you got to go up there and just see it.
Yeah.
You really got to go see it.
Yeah, I will.
I seen it before hung, but to see it, how it's designed in the back and everything is just another picture. I mean, just look, this thing really work? You know,
Oh,
it's
really?
like,
There's
how
like
does this
nothing
thing
to it?
work? It's like nothing to it. You know, it's got 3 little boxes on the back, and you wouldn't think that would do the whole thing.
Wow.
Because I'm telling you, if he turns that light on, he'll blind us.
No kidding.
It's unbelievable. Because when it went on, I went like this. What the heck is that? And Mike Zugler ran over to me. You got to turn that off. You're distracting the players. You know, it's really nice. Well, can you imagine an 18-wheeler with a 1x6 light on the front of the grill coming down the highway
God.
behind you in the dock? LED lights.
Yeah, it's definitely the way of the future.
Yeah, well, that's what it is. We're moving fast. Like I said, Bruce Nagle was threatening to get on the hill, and he proved it right there. That he's here, and he's here to win it.
Yeah, he shot the 7 ball. He ginned it. Just
Gin.
got good shit.
I like that. I like that. This is Keith McCready. He ginned it.
Yeah.
I always pick on Alapina. I always tell that story about Keith McCready, boy, I tell you. And he not only did it with Alapina, he did it with plenty of people in his times of playing. Stood up there and said, gin. It was the greatest statement, you know, the greatest way to come out with something.
Yeah.
And only he could did it.
Yeah. So is that where we're at? We're on the hill?
We're on the hill.
Wow.
I noticed Bruce has like little earphones in these earbuds.
Yes. You know, I can't play with headphones. A lot of guys do to fade everything else that's going on. You just get in your own little zone, and it's just you and the table, you know, because really you don't have an opponent. You're playing the table and what it gives you.
You know, I don't remember earbuds or earphones prior to Shane Van Boening on circuit. I don't remember anybody playing with earbuds or earphones. And then all of a sudden when Shane started winning everything and they said, well, everybody came up with this concept, well, he can't hear the audience and he can't hear other things. All of a sudden a lot of earplugs were playing, coming out, earbuds started being
You know,
worn.
I don't know if anybody knew you were allowed to. You know, like I don't think anybody thought about.
Is that what kind of changed the rule there?
Maybe. You know, I don't know. I wasn't playing professionally at that time, so I mean, I don't want to speak for anybody, but
Right.
you know, there's quite a few that play with them now. But there are some tournaments that you're not allowed to. You know,
Right.
You're not allowed to wear
I've been
earmuffs.
to them, yeah.
Like Earl likes to wear earmuffs. They're not headphones, they're earmuffs.
Target headphones, yeah.
Yeah. But he's doing that so he can get in his own zone. I understand.
Yeah, maybe that's why people are wearing earphones. I think that's why people have longer sticks today is because Earl shoots so good with it.
Probably.
You know?
Now, he did just tell me something new that he's doing. No, I'm not going to say it.
Yeah, you're not talking about the bridge.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Right.
What the thing that?
The thing with the thing.
Yeah.
I don't like to let his secrets out.
It has something to do with his break.
Yeah.
And he's like, It's nothing to do with his stroke or
I never
like
let
that.
him out.
Yeah. But he
And
says,
you know what I actually, go ahead. I'm sorry, go
he
ahead.
says, watch in a few years, everyone's going to be doing it.
Well, he tried to use that in a tournament, okay? And
The sleeve?
no, this other thing,
Okay.
okay? And he was told he couldn't use it.
Huh.
I don't know why, but that was the rule. He couldn't use it. But I also told Earl, I said, Earl, you know what? You got to slow down when you come up with these concepts and products. I call them products. You might just call them things you make. You know, a lot of people can't think of those things like you do.
Well, I'll tell you,
Sorry about that. You
I-
got to get a lawyer and start patenting these things
seriously.
out. you know?
He honestly should,
Yeah.
you know. But I asked him about the weights, and I play out of Fusco's in Feasterville, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Karen Core's actually playing out of there now too. And I asked Petey, I said, you know, before I even approach Earl with this question, because you got to approach him carefully, you know. I said, what do you think he's using the weights for?
I
And
know
he says,
exactly why,
power. He told me power.
No. Which ones?
No?
Which ones?
On his back.
No. That's
No?
to keep his feet straight, flat on the floor, and keep his body stiff.
No
The ones
kidding.
that he wears back here.
Yeah.
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 Because as he said, as he gets older, he's starting to feel a little sway when he's down.
Okay.
So the weights kind of hold him in the position instead of moving a little bit.
See.
Now the ones on his legs and the ones on his arms, totally different story.
Okay.
The ones on his back, that's why he started wearing them. Yeah.
Now, I'll bet you within 5 to 10 years, someone's going to just
Pair of
break out
pants.
and wear them. Yeah.
Lead pants.
But what he said to me when I was, we were playing, he was actually playing my buddy Ricky Sleeper, and after the match,
like
I was
Ricky.
talking to him. Yeah, Ricky's a good guy.
Yeah.
He's one of them Boston guys. And it makes sense. You know, it just makes sense. When he explains it to you, it just makes total sense.
It is. He does make
Yeah.
sense.
Charlotte says it's muscle memory training.
Well, you know, everything about this game is actually muscle memory.
Yeah.
You know, you might see a shot, and then until you shot it a few times, you say, oh, man, how do I hit this? Oh, man, how do I hit this? But then after a while, it's like it becomes a norm.
Yes.
You know exactly how to hit it. So
Yes.
a lot has to do with muscle memory.
And feel.
Yeah,
know?
well, it's all muscle memory. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know exactly. You know, you know as well as everybody else. You get up there and shoot a shot. There's so many different touches to what you want to do
Yep.
on that cue ball, and
Right.
it all becomes part of the game.
Yeah, Hunter has me doing these drills. I mean, I'm sponsored by Czech Billiards, and it's a complete whole thing about
I have
drills.
their logos, Czech Billiards.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
awesome.
Yeah.
But he's got me doing these, like one drill you can do 10 different ways. He's like, you have to know what it feels like to hit this shot because they come up,
Sure,
you know.
absolutely.
So
And it's a good thing to practice them too.
for sure.
It was a lot of Shores. Jason Shore, the whole 9 yards. Sean Morgan, 5'5", you said?
Yes,
Oh, I'm sorry. I took this away from you.
that's all right.
I didn't mean to move it.
That's Sean Morgan. He really is a good guy.
He
He's
is.
the house pro at Amsterdam.
Down to earth.
Yeah,
Definitely down to earth.
yeah, definitely.
We used to play 3-cushion billiards when he
Did
first
ya?
came from Alaska. Yeah, we used to, for nothing, you know, $5, $10 a game time, you know, just to kill time before the tournament. And we used to have a lot of fun back in the day when he first came in here from Alaska. Yeah, Sean Morgan and Sean Wilk are tied. Sean Wilkie and Sean Morgan 5-5. Dennis Hatch won his match 9-0.
Wow.
Nelson Oliveira won his match 9-1. Nick Antonakis is in the match, and he's got 7. His opponent, Kyle Pippen, has 6. Justin Muller, we were just talking about him, is actually trailing by 2. And I got to update the score as Ron Casanzio now only trails by 4 instead of 5.
It was funny because they're commenting about everybody using a longer cue with an extension, you know.
Right.
And it was Earl, then it went to Shane. Now Jason's playing with it. I play with an extension. you know, all my friends here on the tour.
And
you know.
now you are you playing with the extension?
I do.
Excuse me, on the butt of the cue, or are you playing with like the balance right in the middle?
The guy I play with a Carlos Cole, and the way he made my cue, it's like the balance right, but
Right.
it hits like a one-piece cue.
Right.
But what I did was I actually took that off, and I'm just playing with the extension on the bottom. But mine's
Right.
an 8-inch extension.
Now that's how everybody's transferring over now.
Yes.
I realize that everybody's
Yes.
going to the extension on the butt of the cue.
Yeah.
And not only that, I've seen extensions for the butt of the cues that are made with like 2 and 3 different size weights in the inside.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if you're familiar. Does yours have that? The extension on the butt of
On
your
the
cue? Do
bottom.
you have weights in the extension itself?
No.
Yeah, some of them now are being made with little tiny long screw weights on the inside so that you can remove 1, 2, or all 3 until you get that feel.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, that's the technology, how it's getting. Because some people more comfortable with a little more weight. Some people want it just, a little less. I just want to give a big shout out to John from Kamui. I want to say thank you very much, John. I just checked my PayPal. Thank you, sir.
Where's that guy with the chocolate?
It's right there.
Did he bring it?
That's my chocolate.
I thought he had said he had something.
Listen,
From-
that was given to me by Greg Antonakis. Greg Antonakis only goes to the best. There's a brochure in there that tells you about the history of the lady. You can read it later on, who actually is the one that makes this chocolate.
So this is the nuts right here?
Loaded with nuts. You're not allergic to peanuts, are you?
No.
It's loaded with protein.
Are these the ones you got to guess what they are, or are they all the same?
No, they have things up there. No, they're not all the same. Some of them have almonds, some of them have peanuts, but it's the rich chocolate is what it's all about. Yeah. Try it. Yeah, that's what I do. I just throw the whole thing in my mouth. It's gonna have a hard time chewing that up. Mr. John from Kamui. I got your logo somewhere, my friend, and I promise you I'll get it up there. Most likely tomorrow. It'll be up at the top in the middle of the screen.
That was a lot to chew, Al.
Isn't that something? Huh? Loaded, man. I know you're hooked now. You're like a junkie with a needle hanging out of his thumb. It's like, give me some more, right? Greg Antonakis got me hooked on that.
They're pretty good.
Al, will you be at Super Billiards Expo over the weekend? Yes, I will be live streaming the Super Billiards Expo. Yeah. Oh, Steve, what is Mr. Lomax out there saying here? I've been making 2-piece extensions, which actually gives you 3 different lengths for the butt. Right. Now, Steve, do you have weights also in those extensions? Because the one I saw was made by Mikey Webb, a great cue maker from the New England area. I'm sure everybody knows him. He's got, he started making an extension with 3 different weights in the butt, and the extension of the butt. So you can take them out and adjust it. Nice concept.
You know, if Mr. Lomax, doesn't have anything to do this winter, because what do we got a couple months before Super Billiards Expo?
Yeah.
I would like a Lomax cue.
Whoa,
Maybe
get
with
online.
my name on there.
Get online. You might have to wait 13 years. Everybody wants a Lomax cue.
That was a good shot. That 5 ball. Is that the 4 ball?
Down by the
Tucked
8.
in there, yeah.
The 4 is down by the 8 here and the 9 here. This is a tough table here.
It is.
Even just taking this initial shot and then coming back down for that 4, it's going to be tough. Steve says no, but they can be made to add weight, right? Yeah, I seen him with the weights already in them and with the key, the long key to take them out.
Okay.
I mean, and then when I felt it, you know, when they took the weight out, it was almost felt, to me, it almost felt like a balsa wood. I mean, it was just so light.
Really?
It was just so light.
You sure? Was it wood? Or was it some type of
It was
like-
wood. No, it was wood.
Okay.
It was wood. It was just light. Oh, some new stuff at the expo this year. Cool. Folks, you're seeing it right there in the chat. Mr. Lomax has got some new stuff at the expo. He's letting Rob know there's some new stuff coming out.
Yeah.
You know, I was doing a tournament one time. I forget which tournament. It might have been the Steinway Classic, which is a really big event. And it was over 200 players. And somebody made a jump shot. And I said, well, I got to find out what kind of jump cue he's using. And it turned out to be a Steve Lomax jump cue.
No kidding.
And then I was doing another match in the same tournament.
Wow, good shot.
There he goes. Ronnie,
Good shot,
Ronnie's
man.
still in it, baby. He's making it interesting.
I'd like to rewind that.
We do have it recorded. You can watch it afterwards if you want. It'll be on Roku, by the way, every match here. 8-5 now.
That was a
Ronnie
good
only
shot.
trailing by 3. You
know,
know, that's how
confident-
one pocket guys think, you know?
You know how confident you got to be to shoot that shot?
Yeah.
And he's stuck.
Yeah, he's stuck by 3 now.
Yeah.
His opponent's on the hill. So
Wow.
Ronnie's swinging for the fences.
Good for you.
So at the same tournament, somebody else makes a jump shot and draws, and I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. I gotta, you know, I like to promote
Yeah.
people in the business, whether it be a cue stick or a cue maker, and it turned out to be another Steve Lomax.
No kidding.
And then Frankie Hernandez is up there, and he 2 jump shots in a row, pockets the ball.
Frankie
So
plays with
I
Lomax?
had to get inquisitive. And I said, I wonder what kind of cue stick Frankie's shooting with, a jump cue. And Steve Lomax is in the chat, and he goes, that's one of my jump cues. I was like, 3 in a row, baby. You can't beat it.
Steve, you got to make me one.
So,
We got plugs over here now?
yeah, I do. But for you to get down there and do it's going to be real scary for me right now.
All right. We're taking a break. It's a good time to take a break.
As they're taking a break, I'm looking for something here. I don't see it, Mr. Bertone. I don't see it unless it didn't come. Oh, just came through. Just came through, Johnny. I see the commercial. How do I download it? How do I download this?
Oh, Henry.
Hey, John, from Kamui. John, I don't know how to download this, what you just sent me. It's not a link for me to download it.
Was that the email from John Bertone?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, he's listening, so
Okay. So, John, if you can hear me, can you hook it up where I can just download it? Because I don't know if I can. I don't see anywhere where I can download it. Oh, wait a minute.
it's a video, isn't it? From
Yeah,
Kamui?
yeah. I wonder if I can download it right here. Let's see.
This guy, Phil 0007.
Okay, I got it, John. I got it.
I actually have a Lomax jump cue for sale. Waiting on a new one. No, I want my own. I want my own jump cue with my name on it.
And I also got an email from Jim Fredericks. Geez, I didn't even check my email in the last. Okay, I just want to make this announcement real quick since we got a little break here.
Sure.
Excuse me, Rob. Okay, AccuStats, guys, a quick update, and I'll have their graphics in the broadcast tomorrow. AccuStats presents the pay-per-view and DVD TV AccuStats. Let's see, Derby City Classic, January 20th through the 28th. Bigfoot 10 ball, 9 ball, bank pool in one pocket. AccuStats going to be bringing that right to you. Just simply go over to AccuStats.com. That's ACCU-STATS.com, and definitely support AccuStats, Mr. Fleming and crew. And again, I'll have their graphics up tomorrow, as this is the last match of the night. So guys, definitely support Mr. Pat Fleming and crew. Darren Appleton, what's this? Okay, got that. Okay, and then let me just try something here. I should have opened it up on my other machine. Okay.
John said that he's going to send a link, but I don't.
No, I already got it. I
You
already
got it? Okay.
Yeah, I got it already. I found out a way to do it. Right here.
I'll take this time and I'll tell you thank you, Al, for letting me to join you over here. It's
Oh, you
always
kidding
fun.
me, man? The honor's mine, man.
It's fun.
Anytime anybody comes in this booth, I'm not lonely anymore. At least you make me think I got a friend.
Well, while we're in here, you got a friend.
There,
You
see
keep
that?
these chocolate things coming. I'll come sit with you.
Outside this closet, I got no friends. Well, no, really, honest, all seriousness, Rob, I appreciate you coming in the booth.
Oh, no worries, man. It's totally fun.
It is. I like, something, I believe in fun. And I said that to Johnny Archer, and I said that to Jeanette, and I said that to Nick Varner, and the folks out there when the juniors were playing against Team USA and Team Europe. I said, you know what, look, turn these kids loose, man. They're here for a reason. These were all the coaches. And I kind of told them on the side, I said, turn these kids loose. They know they can play. Yeah. They're here because they can play.
Yeah.
If everybody's giving them instructions and putting them under the gun within the 11th hour of the match, that's not good. Just let them loose. Let them have fun.
Yeah.
Go out there and have some fun. And I'll tell you, I believe in that. Because I took a course, numerous courses in my lifetime, but whenever somebody that was teaching the course taught you with a sense of humor, it kind of sunk in a little bit more. It's like, it's fun. Wow, this is great. And I don't know, just the concept of learning with a sense of humor, I think, is another thing.
Yeah.
People will remember it.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like a joke. You hear a good joke, it sticks with you, right?
Yeah, it's true.
All right, I'm going to see if I can get Johnny in here real quick. Let's see. I think it's this one. Yeah, I did. I got it in there. Okay, I'll leave that in there. I'll save that file. I got it, John. In fact, I'm just going to try to run it, folks. Please stand by real quick. We'll get right back to the match. It didn't get lucky. It's going to hang up just 2 seconds. It's going to take 14 seconds for this to go by. You. There we go, back to the match. We just wanted to make sure we had the commercial in there. Steve Lomax says, Rob, send me a message on what you want, and I'll build you a jump cue. There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
How cool is that?
Oh, he's cool, man.
Yeah.
Steve's like down to earth. He's business, of course. He's in it to make money like any other
Yeah,
business.
sure.
But it's just the way he handles his business. It's more like a home-style handling of a business. You know, it's like
You know, John, I didn't get to see the video. I just saw the balls breaking.
I'll show it to you again, but
Okay.
let's see what happens here, because this
Yeah.
match right now is 8-5,
Wow.
and it could be 8-6, and Ronnie breaking. He's dangerous. The 6 ball does go in the corner pocket.
Does it?
Yeah.
Is that 8 just a little bit above it?
It's above it, but it's not married.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It looks like it goes
Yeah.
right by it, I believe.
Oh, he nudged it. Oh, he missed it. Nice shot.
Either you wanted to nudge it or you wanted to get above it like that and play safe. I think you might be right. You might have wanted to nudge it on the way out,
Yeah.
you know? Somebody's trying to put something link in there for the Ocean State. I was up 8-6 on Ron, rattled the 9 ball for the win. He came back and won. Wait a minute, I know who that is then. Crum. I think I had Crum run out. I know who that is. KM run out. I do know who that is. I gotta know it. So many screen names. I even hang the 9. I know all of them, and I forget. I used to know, like, the majority of the frequencies for the crystals that they used to put in, like the police scanners and the fire department scanners. Well, any kind of scanner. Police or
really?
fire. Yeah, I used to know the frequencies of them
No
by
kidding.
heart. You know, like 125.007 and all that.
Wow.
You ask me what precinct frequency. It's just something that, I don't know. I was special. I was special forces.
No kidding.
No, I was special.
They ain't that good.
Yeah. I tell you, this match is turning into a good match. Ronnie's he's gonna make stuff happen here. Now, I don't know, Bruce, but you do. And some players, when their opponents start to come back on them, if they're not that seasoned, and we've mentioned this with Tommy DeAlfonso, what he did to meditate when something like the pressure was being on him. I want to see how Bruce Nagle handles this. He doesn't flinch? He's pretty solid or what?
You know, I want to say he's pretty solid, but, you know, anything can happen. You know, today's
Right.
Thursday. Tomorrow is a total different day, you know?
Correct.
Every day is not the same.
You're right. For a working guy. And when you're playing pool and you're staying in rhythm, a lot
That's
of times
true.
it stays the same. 8-6.
They're checking the stack.
Oh, I know who he is. That's my man Kerry. That's who he is. That's Kerry. Okay, now I know who you are.
KM is the giveaway.
I forget. Yeah, KM is the giveaway. Yeah, I know who it is. I knew the handle, but I'm slipping and getting old.
I thought you were much older than me.
Just by a year or two. I tell you what, you know what was scary? I'll tell you what was scary. I was up for about 40 hours prior to coming here.
Jesus.
Right? So I'm setting up, and I swear to you, on the eyes of my grandchildren, this never happened to me in my life. This whole arena floor, everything, went like this, like a 45 on me. Now, I said to myself, I'm passing out. Something's happening to me. So I'm going to make it to that water fountain and get some water, right?
Yeah.
I'm compensating for the tilt. It's funny, but you had to see me. Nobody was allowed in here, right? It's just us because we got to set up. Me, us, and Diamond. And I'm like this, from my hip down, half of my body's leaning against the grain.
But you didn't fall.
I didn't fall. My son got scared. My son said, "Dad, sit down." I sat down, had a glass of water. I did some programming with the computer and everything. And 10 minutes later, I felt great. Just exhaustion. That's all it was. Getting tired. Because stupid me, I couldn't sleep. You know, I was on edge. I know what has to be done. You know, and I know I got to do things behind the scenes and programs. And just one of those things. Just couldn't sleep.
There's a lot you got going on over here. I mean, you know, just when people are
Age.
listening, and well, besides that,
Yeah.
I'm talking about the actual work you do.
Oh, there's a lot of work
Yeah.
that has to be done.
People
yeah.
think it's over when you stop talking.
Oh
you
no,
know?
I'm the last one out.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's home celebrating, and I'm definitely the last one out.
That's true.
Diamond almost gets out of here before and they got to pull all these tables in.
Wow.
I mean, that's how fast they move too. The crew here at the casino.
These tables stay here. They haul them away in storage, like the expo.
I'll tell you what, 3 hours after this tournament's over, this place could be empty. That's how fast they move.
Oh, it's like the time lapse when they have like a hockey game and a basketball game. And you watch all the workers and they
Yeah. Yep.
move the floor off the ice and all this stuff.
Yep.
Pretty cool. I actually like him from here. Depends how he gets on that 7. I like him from here. He's playing loose.
How do I answer this guy? I don't even know. How do I say yeah?
We got a phone. Was that a watch?
I
A
don't
watch
know.
phone?
I'm a freak for electronics, don't I? Yes, you can answer it. Okay. So they give you like these little things you can just send. You know who that is?
No.
Laurie John Jones.
Okay. Wow.
Oh, well, Laurie John Hansen. I'm sorry. Formerly Laurie John Jones.
You gotta get like an iPhone watch, so it's bigger.
It is an iPhone watch. That's what it is.
I bet like the iPhone size.
Well, I was fooling around with this the other night. I said to my son, you know, there's 1,001 different watch faces you can change. Oh, I got to do an update on the watch. This updates the watch. I'll do it later. But they have these like apps, and not apps, but actual watch faces. So I said, Laurie John Jones, what is she doing on my watch face? So I hit it. All of a sudden, she was on here.
No kidding.
Yeah, it's amazing, this technology. That scraping that you hear, folks, is just sandpaper. He needs a shave. That's the microphone against his beard.
That's a tissue.
To the 8 ball. Yeah, can you imagine a tissue make that much noise?
Sorry.
That's all right. I don't have the mute button. Usually I have it in the middle, and you can just mute yourself, you know?
I'm due.
Oh, his final shirt is here, okay.
All he's got to do is make this with a little bit of high English. Get the back down to the center of the table on that short rail.
Yeah, you really don't have to get perfect. Sometimes players will play this ball like to get perfect on the lower rail. Meanwhile, the direction of the cue ball is going towards a corner pocket, and they play with enough speed to reach that bottom rail and wind up scratching.
Yeah.
All you really got to do is just get a respectable shot. You know, favor the right side of the table a little bit. This makes it harder, and you're going to jack up. Just go forward. Just go forward like you said.
Here you go. Wow, he crushed it.
Yeah, I can pan the camera. What is it that you want to see? Run out. Oh, you came to the short side of it, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, so I missed the shot. I guess you went 4 swallows and come down 3 rails.
He went 2 rails.
Yeah.
Well, actually 3 rails. Yeah.
Well, he's on the hill, and Ron Casanzio's out of his seat because this is a touchy shot.
Yeah.
Now this is the cue ball control. He missed it.
Oh,
He missed it.
oh man. See, this shot frozen, I love that shot. The ball's frozen on the rail, and you cut it all the way over with a little bit of inside spin. Inside English.
Hang the 9. Yep, I remember. Met at Snickers with your son. I do remember. Samantha Barrett. Yeah, where is Samantha? Actually, she's done with the match. She's not here.
Yeah, she just played. Who'd she just play?
I'll tell you right now. We'll give you an update on that, Kerry. All you got to do is go to AZ Billiards and go to the front page and click live, and then you can see all the matches, the scores, the brackets. Samantha Barrett, where's her match? Here it is, right here. Oh, it says 6-5. Oh, maybe they're maybe they got a timeout. Maybe they took a timeout. Oh, is that her way up front there? What tables that say?
Well, she was playing on.
She was practicing over here. She must be playing up there because they got 6-5.
Well, good for her.
It's going to be hard for me to actually pan that camera up that way, but just for you, my friend.
Yeah, she is playing on. That's at table 1.
Yeah, she's way up on the other side of the arena, Kerry.
Table 15.
I'm going to try to do a little special thing for you. Because it looks like, well, actually, this match is going to end. Well, it looks like it's about to end.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah,
You
because
weren't paying
Bruce is on the hill. And
He's
if
going to cut this.
If this match should end, I'll switch and zoom in on Samantha's match and give you guys something to watch. But that will be it because there's nothing else going on. And I got to get some shut-eye, too, by the way. It's almost midnight. Bruce has got to settle down. That's all he's got to do here, Rob, is settle down and just concentrate on making this 9 ball. The cue ball naturally is going to stay in the middle of the table. Don't put any English on it and just make the ball. That's all you got to do. About the pressure.
You got it.
Wow, he let the cue ball run that way, too, man. All right.
Good match.
Wow, I'll tell you what, for the first time, seeing Bruce Nagle actually play on the live stream table and take the heat that Ron Casanzio was giving him, I'm impressed because Ronnie is a giant killer. I want to thank Rob Perry. Don't have the tissue in his nose right now, I hope. There he is right there. He's behind the iPad, keeping everybody up to date with the social media and sitting in the commentator's booth. Thanks, Rob. Appreciate it so much.
Thank you, Al.
Anytime. Folks, don't forget about our sponsors. I'm going to try to maneuver this camera. Well, John Bertone wanted you to see this commercial, and we're going to run that. Just give me a second to stop.